What's up, guys? Here are Australian Grand Prix F1 fantasy predictions.
Let's do it.
I'm curious because Aiden, before every week, Aiden will walk in, or I'll walk in, and he'll be like, "Fantasy, like I got something cooking, like it's something different," and then I don't know,
Yeah?
it's fine.
Yeah. I've been cooking though.
Okay,
For real. Can I go first,
please go first.
Please? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I did it. Max Verstappen is in my lineup.
Wow.
He's my ×2 driver. And then I have Fernando Alonso, dog, K-Mag, Albon, meh in fantasy, but dog.
Yeah, he's a dog.
I wonder if they're going to do anything good in Australia, because I remember he did like super long stint last year on tires. He almost went the whole race.
They didn't seem great
They're not doing
last two
great.
races.
No.
And I assume the slow corners aren't going to do them any favors,
Um,
or the high speed corners.
yeah, we'll see. And then I have Logie Sarge. So basically,
Okay.
my bottom three drivers are pretty here and there, but then on my teams I have RB, and then I have Red Bull Racing.
Whoa. Okay. So that's why you have Logie.
So I did Max
Jesus.
and Red Bull. I went, okay. So if you guys listen to the other podcast, I went no Max Verstappen, no Red Bull the first two races of the season, because I thought I'll try to get like a bunch of good drivers from different teams. Like, we don't know if Red Bull's going to be good. It turns out Red Bull's almost more dominant than last season currently, like in the first
with
two
Checo
races.
doing well.
So I said it's time to go all in, and then could be a good thing for you because my predictions are usually wrong. So maybe I change my fantasy team, and then they both crash.
Yeah. I mean, I think having the Red Bull constructors is a huge, what's the word? Investment, because it's like a shit ton of money, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
26 mil.
It's like similar to how much Max is. I think it might even be more than 26. I think it might be like 30.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's 28.
28. So then you have combining Max with
60.
That's 60 mil. That's 60. Yeah, 60% of your cost cap, and then you need to fill it up with drivers, which is like kind of insane. But if they do well, then it'll be like you'll kill it. If they get a
Yeah.
1-2, it's like you could beat me or
It's
whatever.
very, yeah, one dimensional.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this works. I did use my token.
Used a token.
I had to, yeah. I
Oh.
changed every driver but Logan Sargent.
Oh, okay. I kind of
So-
forgot about that.
Yeah, so I got no penalties for doing all that change. But I've used 2 tokens this season already. Not great,
What?
because last race I did the Carlos swap.
Oh,
'Cause-
Hayden.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
didn't
had to,
realize
dude.
that.
I had to, yeah.
You didn't have to.
'Cause it
Just
didn't
take the points.
I think it was worth it, like, because he's just not even racing.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, it just said inactive. Like, I thought maybe Ollie
Oh,
would just
true.
get automatically put in for
But it didn't.
Carlos, but it didn't.
Okay, that's fair then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's F1 fantasy.
I think honestly, I'm kind of, I won't say jealous, but I'm very envious of your Red Bull constructors pick.
Yeah.
As much of as an investment it is.
I even got Fernando on my team, too. Which
Yeah,
isn't
I like the
bad.
Fernando play.
Yeah.
I think that could be like a good. You get some good quality points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so I got the Max Verstappen ×2. Pretty classic if I had him on my team all 3 races. Then I got Chuck Leclerc, who I had last race. And, I like Charles. He's been doing really well this season, actually. I think a little undermined. Would you agree?
Well, he did get beaten by Carlos first race, so.
True. Ignore me.
Yep.
And then I got Yuki, pretty standard for me. Albon, Hulkenberg. That's pretty much a very similar team, except I swapped Hulkenberg for Zhou. And the reason for that is just like I can't bear to have Zhou on my team anymore.
Why?
Just the pit stops. I think, he's just like, I don't see him getting a lot of points. Hulkenberg at least maybe could like have a few good quali runs, maybe to get to Q3 and get me a few points, but like Zhou wasn't cutting it for me.
Yeah, I would do that swap as well.
Yeah.
It's honestly just more of like a gut feeling thing. Just like, I just have no faith in Zhou or that Sauber team.
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
moment.
And then for constructors, I have Ferrari and RB.
Okay, so Ferrari.
Yeah, kind of Ferrari heavy, but
Yeah.
So here's what I was complaining about earlier. None of us had McLaren drivers,
Yeah,
and I think this could be a good track for McLaren.
definitely.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I was like, oh, I'll just pick up Oscar, and then maybe I'll get McLaren for my constructors. Dude, they are so overpriced. Like, Lando is the second most expensive driver.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
No,
crazy? Yes.
More than Charles?
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense. No.
Lando is 23.2. Charles is 20.4. Checo is 22.1.
I wonder if he beats Oscar more of the time so he gets more points on average, but I can't imagine.
It also might, what I was thinking is like, it's like if the market thinks if people play him all the time, it increases the price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it is, but
The mysteries of F1 fantasy.
yeah, no one understands F1 fantasy.
At least we don't. I mean, I'm sure someone does, but
People do, but yeah, someone does. That's true. But it's like, really, 23 mil for Lando,
Yeah,
and
that's
Charles is
crazy.
20.
Isn't Oscar even like 19 something? Yeah.
So expensive. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll at least get the constructors, right? And let me check McLaren. McLaren is 23.6. Mercedes is 20.3. Ferrari is 19.9. It's like,
Ferrari's a steal, dude.
yeah, no, yeah, they are a steal. And McLaren's like, guys, you've gotten half the points of Ferrari. I just don't understand why they're that expensive.
Yeah.
And I was really bummed because I was excited about it. I was like, oh, I'll play McLaren, but I don't really understand it.
Yeah. That's just why you got to bet them.
Yeah, that's what I
Ooh,
did.
ooh. Tease.
We'll see.
tease.
We'll see.